And where are we?
We are currently back in upstate New York at home.
Yes, we are. But what are we driving? Because this doesn't look like our car.
No, it certainly does not. We are now in our brand spanking 2018
New to us.
camper van from Escape Campervans.
Yes, so we took the last day or so and packed it up, and now we're finally heading out. We're about to go grocery shopping.
Let's see how that goes.
Yes, we are going to see how that goes because I don't know how we're going to fit groceries. But then we are heading to Virginia, our first stop, which it has to be warmer than here because right now it is 16 plus wind chill, so it's freezing.
It's cold.
It's really cold. So, and Sonny now gets his new best spot that he gets to look out and watch. So he gets to watch the road pass him by too as he snuggles with his Sadie bear.
Right. Surprisingly small amounts of bouncing and moving around so far.
I know, we were really nervous that with it being packed that it was going to be much harder. Now, arguably, we haven't tried to stop yet, like really like.
Yeah, I'm gonna
so
keep
we'll
it
find out.
But I mean, we drove this thing. We got this guy in Jersey City, right? And of course, my mom's boyfriend is
Papa T.
Papa T is a lawyer and judge from Brooklyn, and apparently there's no better pizza than what you can get in Brooklyn. So
We've been told many times.
And so we actually drove a camper van into Brooklyn and picked up a couple rounds and a couple Sicilians from, let's see,
Spumoni Gardens.
Spumoni Gardens.
Yes. So that was our post-Christmas present to Papa T.
And I mean, I don't know what to say other than he loved it.
He loved it. I loved it. David loved it.
It was amazing.
I don't know how Donnie felt about it, but that's okay.
Yeah. Well, so we're now headed all over the place, settle some affairs, and then we're on our way to Virginia.
Virginia.
Woo! Morning, fellow adventurers. In Richmond, there was a like Japanese gardens that Kate saw that was apparently super pretty.
I don't know how it'll be because it's probably off season in the winter, but
we'll see how it goes. And then to top it, we got this Meadows of Dan place. Apparently a quaint little town that has a few like nice shops and things that we're gonna go see.
That's gonna be the last day in Virginia. That'll be on the way. It's like 2 hours from the border of North Carolina.
On the way out. We'll see you guys in Virginia. I'm in a van. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm in a van. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm in a van. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Didn't know that I could drive this. Da-da-da-da-da-da. So scared. So scared. Driving a van.
So after that awesome segment, let's talk about the first night in the van.
Ah!
That's kind of what it was. So, we left our house, or Mama G's house.
Yes, indeed, my mom.
And then we stopped at my aunt because we had things that we needed to drop off before we left.
Take
for
care
our
of
trip.
affairs.
Yes. So we chatted, and then we realized, of course, we were missing the other van keys. So we ended up having to go back to Mama G's to pick up the other camper van key.
But that also gave us the opportunity to make the bed before we left.
Which was super helpful. So we learned a very important lesson, which is the difference between service stations and rest stops.
Yep. Service areas and rest areas. Big difference. The main difference being you go to service areas for the services, and they really frown upon if you stay for longer than your allotted time.
Yes.
Plainly stated on all signs saying 2-hour parking.
Yes. So there were many things that said no idling, no stopping, So it's best basically making sure, you don't stay there.
Right, because I mean, people you can't just have a town in the service area where they're doing gas and food and stuff. It just doesn't work. So, difference is, with a rest area, there's a lot more parking, and
a lot less amenities.
A lot fewer amenities in that sense, but what do you really need? As long as you've got the food and stuff in the car, you're gonna find a shower. It's all good. But yeah, rest area is really where you can finally park and just be there for a little while. But lesson 1 learned. Bam, we're good.
So we found a great little stop in New Jersey. And so we, luckily, as we said, that the bed was all set up. And we were able to find a nice, semi-well-lit area, kind of off in the corner, and parked for the night.
Indeed. So I guess that's sleeping. Well, the problem is we're still in New Jersey in January, right?
Yep. So take a guess. Take a guess what the temperature was while we were sleeping. Between oh my lord and oh. The answer is between 8 and 10 degrees Fahrenheit. It was cold.
Pretty cold for overnight. So, we ended up, I think, turning on the car once in the night. Very early in the morning, I think.
Yeah.
It was very, very cold. But again, that's why we're doing it this way. We're getting out there. We're getting south as far as we can go, and then hopefully we'll be in decently warm for, even if it gets 30s overnight. We'll be able to cover up and be okay.
And we have checked the next couple states that we're supposed to go to, which is the next week and a half, and they're up into the 30s and 40s. So it's really going to be the next couple days that are very cold.
Right. And so we'll past that, especially once we get into Florida, we'll be right. We'll just be fine. Yeah. We've got some fans and stuff, especially when it gets so warm that it's just not going to work. But so, let's see. Yeah. Overall, 1 to 10. What do you think for first night in the van?
I'm gonna give it a 5. I'll be optimistic that there could be way worse nights than that. So I'm gonna give that a good solid middle number.
I'm okay with that. I'd say no frostbite.
Yeah.
But very chilly. We took a really long time to find a rest stop because there are a lot fewer rest stops than there are service areas, at least on the road we were on. And then, but we made it. So, I'd say it was a solidly even 5, and then hopefully the nights are only getting better from here. That's what a vacation's for.
So, let's talk about in the morning. We
woke up indeed. We woke up, and it took a little while to get out of bed, just because it's, it's the first night I drove
6 hours straight.
6 hours straight. It's you do what you got to do. We got up and got dressed,
wandered over to the rest area so we could go to the bathroom, and then came back and made
breakfast. Whoops. Basically breakfast was pretty simple, but pretty good. We did, Katie had some like yogurt with some chocolate Cheerios in it. We found these like individual packed chocolate Cheerios, that was pretty good. And I ended up with, I took a couple eggs, scrambled them up in a pan, put that onto a tortilla on the side, threw some cheese on top, fried up a little bit of bacon, like fully cooked bacon.
We went for convenience.
Convenience was key here, and this one actually wasn't too bad for like flavor and stuff. And then
so you made a delicious breakfast burrito.
I made a breakfast burrito, and it was pretty damn good for one pan, one plate, one spatula in the back of a van, I'd say. Yeah. We threw a little vegetable oil. I even fried up the tortilla when it was all put together. It was pretty damn good.
It was delicious for the couple bites I stole.
Mm-hmm. Good enough to steal some bites. Like, that's got to be something, right? So
needed some spice.
Needed some spice. I'll throw a bunch of hot sauce on it next time.
I meant like...
I caught that face.
I meant like cayenne pepper or something like that.
Cayenne pepper and hot sauce. Oh. It'll be great.
But while you were cooking, so we got a nice really long leash for Sunny.
Yes.
And there was trees, so we parked, so David was standing on the sidewalk, and then behind us was a tree that we just hooked Sunny to and let him do all the doggy things all around.
Right. So that was good.
So he hung out until he got too cold, and then you put him back in the van and he snuggled right down.
Right. What else did we do that morning? We did some organization.
Yes, we did kind of just put all of the kitchen stuff in the general kitchen area and said that's a later problem, and then it became a now problem. So
now it's a now problem.
While David was cooking, I took the 2 tubs that we have most of our kitchen stuff in, and then went and tried to organize it a little bit better so we actually had some counter space with our very limited counter space.
Very limited counter space, but we're still doing pretty good, because I mean 3 dishes later, and no 4, because you had your spoon. I
had my spoon for my yogurt.
Your spoon. Big mistake. We forgot to bring bowls. So
well, the kitchen kit we bought rented through the camper
had bowls.
No, they didn't.
No, they didn't have bowls.
They did not have bowls.
Yeah, so they didn't have bowls. They had mugs, and we gave those up too. So basically, we were able to pick and choose what we needed in the kitchen set, and we assumed that we were going to bring bowls and mugs with us from our own set. However, we did not do that. We forgot them, and so we were going to have to go pick some up at like Walmart or something the next time we get a chance.
Yes.
Other than that, things have been going fairly smoothly. We're just doing the thing, right? We're driving far and going places, and it's great.
And we're gonna have ramen for lunch.
Ramen for lunch is gonna be good, and then we'll figure out what we can do from there. Anything else that we got going on for that first night? Anything we forgot?
I don't think so. Oh, David found out the amazement of rice crackers.
Yes. So that's that, and that's where we're at. Maybe that's a new catchphrase. That's that, and that's where we're at. So, Papa T, my mom's boyfriend, has a saying where breads and crackers and different things are marmalade delivery devices. So that's what I just assumed this would be, another marmalade delivery device.
Not that we have marmalade.
Not that we have marmalade.
I'm just imagining Gloria watching this going, why are they talking about rice cakes? Why am I sitting here watching them talk about rice cakes?
Because you love us! Yeah, blah, 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 indeed. Okay, cutting off all ties.
No.
All ties.